What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to GTM Gaming and Delectables. I am your host, Gathering the Magic, and it's Sunday. So you know what that means. It is time for another Market Watch video. Today is September 21st, 2025, and this is episode number 37 of the Splinterlands Land Market Watch. So as you guys know, we're going to go through all things land, all the different plot types, what deals there are. And I've got to tell you, there is a fantastic deal this week in land, so stay tuned for that. This is something you're not going to want to miss. Okay, so starting with the amount of plots for sale, when we looked at this 2 weeks ago, there was 3,608 plots up for sale over on Peak Monsters. Currently, there's 3,694, so there are a few more plots up for sale. 2 weeks ago in the marketplace, you were looking at about $55 a plot for an unsurveyed plot. Two of them were available at that price. Currently in game, there are 3 available, but they are going for around $65 a piece. Now, over on Hive Engine, 2 weeks ago, a little over 60 bucks for a plot. Currently, there are 3 plots, all right around $49.70, so just under $50. So if you're interested in picking up an unsurveyed plot, make sure to check out Hive. Okay, as far as land tracks and regions go, the way it has been forever, it seems, no movement at all. The 2 tracks available for $11,750 are still there, along with the 1 region for just under $89,000. Okay, time crystals. So time crystals moved a little bit lower over the last 2 weeks. We were looking at 77.6 DEC, or about 6 cents each 2 weeks ago. Currently, they're going for about 5 cents. Lowest price is currently just over 68 DEC per time crystal. Totem fragments. Common totem fragments are going for $1.15. Down from $1.30 2 weeks ago, but rare totem fragments have gone up. They've been seesawing back and forth. 2 weeks before this, they were around 8, went down to 6, now they're back up to 7.80. So currently $7.80. There are 53 available. Epic totem fragments just under $40 at $39.80. And then legendary totem fragments that you need 4 of, those are going for $165 a piece. Okay, complete totems. Commons came down a little bit from $13.30 down to $12. Rare totems went from $66.99 down to $59. Epics and legendaries stayed the same price. Epics are going for $400, and then there are 4 legendary totems, complete totems going for $1,000 starting price. Totem claims, commons you can see here, $13.45 still. Rare totem claims came down from $74 to $69. Epic stayed at $370, and then legendary totem claims are still $1,750. All right, Land Baron. So if you just wanted to come into the game right now and just pick up the 50 cheapest plots, how much would it cost you? 2 weeks ago, you were looking at just over $740, just under $15 a plot. Currently, there are a lot of $13 plots available, so that's pushing the overall cost down to $13.40 per plot. So you're looking at just under $670 if you wanted to pick up the 50 cheapest plots. Okay, if you are just looking at certain resources, what are the cheapest ones available currently? Wood and stone, there are ones available starting at $13 a piece, or you're looking at $14.87 and up, and then grain you're looking at $15 or higher for that. Okay, now moving on to the main part of the video, the 5 cheapest per rarity for all the different land plots. So starting with your common natural. 2 weeks ago you were looking $13 to $15. Currently $13 is the cheapest price. There are 13 plots available in Region 17. Those are hills, jungles, and swamps. So you're looking at wood and stone there. Next, for $13 in Region 62, there are 24 plots available. Forests and swamps, those are all wood producing. And then finally, there is a swamp available in Region 91. After that, it goes up to $14 in Region 17. There are 3 swamps available. Next, for $14.87, there are 18 plots available in Region 115. You can see here Caldera, Desert, and Canyon. Then for a penny more at $14.88, also in Region 115, is 19 plots available, 2 canyons, 16 mountains, and a tundra. And then finally, there are a lot of plots available for $15. They're in regions 13, 20, 65, 85, 139, 140, and 143. So you can see all the different types here. The one in 139 is a lake. So if you're looking to pick up the cheapest grain producing plot currently, that lake is in region 139. All right, rare natural. So you're looking at $20.75 to $24 2 weeks ago. Currently, the cheapest rare natural plot is in regions 62 and 124. Those have plots available for $23. Region 62 has 2 jungles and a swamp, and region 124 has a forest. So those are all those are all wood producing plots. Region 140 has a tundra for $23.98. Region 115 has 2 tundras for $23.99. Region 85 has 2 swamps for $24 apiece. And then finally, Region 115 has 14 plots available for $26.99. Okay, moving on to epic natural plots. So you're looking at $100 to $115. A couple plots slightly cheaper this week. Region 26 has a tundra available for $98. Region 72 has a hills available for $98 as well. Then it jumps up to $113.95 for a jungle in Region 28. Next, there is a desert in Region 71 for $114. And then finally, a tundra in Region 140 for $115. Okay, legendary natural plots. So we're looking at $500 to $825 2 weeks ago. Currently, the cheapest is $670. That's in Region 72 for a hills. Next, in Region 28, there is a lake for $675, so a legendary grain producing plot. Next is a canyon in Region 12 for $750. Next is a tundra in Region 60 for $825. And then finally, the 5th cheapest is $850 in regions 20, 39, and 50. The one in region 50 is a bog, so that is grain producing if you are interested. Okay, common natural. So this, I think, might be the best deal that I have seen in quite a while for doing the Market Watch. So 2 weeks ago, $28.50 to $37 was your price for the cheapest common magical plots. Look at the cheapest right now. So $27, all in region 17. Nice variety, 2 death, 1 earth, 3 life, and 3 water magic. And look at the types. They are all grain producing. So you could pick those up for $27 and do grain on them now. And when you need to swap them over for specific magic types, you can do that as well. So they give you a lot of variety, $27, so they are currently the cheapest on the marketplace, grain producing, and good variety of magical types. So if you are looking to get into producing cards once the final version of land comes out, you're going to need different magic types for the different elements. So you can get 4 of the 6 right here, all in the same region, $27 a piece. So fantastic. And even if you're starting from scratch, you don't have any grain plots in this region, you can make them all grain, build up your grain, and then switch to magic later. So I think just a fantastic opportunity for someone just starting land or someone that's been in land for a while to get, you can get up to, there are 9 total plots available. You could set them all to grain and then swap them over later. So to me, I wanted to say that I think this is a fantastic opportunity. All right, after that, region 62 has $28 plots, 2 death, 2 life, and a water. Those are jungles and swamps, so those will all produce wood. $28.50 in region 28, 1 life, 1 water magic. Once again, those are both producing, able to produce grain, so good deal there as well. Next for $29 in region 48 for 1 Earth and 1 Life Magic. And then also for $29 in region 71, there is a Death plot available. Okay, moving on to rare magical plots. So we were looking at $60 to $80 2 weeks ago. Cheapest currently is $68 in region 72. That is for Dragon Magic. Next in region 81, there are 2 plots available for $75 a piece. One does Earth Magic and one does Fire. Next in region 28, there is Earth Magic available for $79. Region 39 has 2 Death plots for $80. And then finally region 44 has Life Magic for $83. All right, Epic Magical. So $269 to $360 2 weeks ago. Currently, $269 is still the cheapest Epic Magical plot, and that is in region 28 for Fire Magic. Then $270 in regions 39 and 94. The next one is $275 in region 102 for Earth. Region 28 for $360 for an Earth Magical plot. And then the next cheapest jumps all the way to $500 in region 14 for Dragon Magic. And Legendary Magical, for the last, 2 months or more now, there are none for sale. Okay, moving on to Occupied. So your common occupied plots, $74 to $88. Currently, the cheapest is $70 in region 50. Next is $74 in region 72. Region 72 also has another plot available for $80. Then region 91 has 4 plots available, $87 a piece. And then finally, region 85 has 8 common occupied plots for $88 a piece. Okay, moving to rares. So I think this is the same as it was 2 weeks ago. So $169 to $195. So $169 in region 43. Next, $169 in region 28, and that is grain producing. It is a river. Next is $175 in region 7, bog. So once again, grain producing. Fourth cheapest is $190 in region 120. And then finally $195 in region 91. Okay, moving on to epics. So your epic occupied, $650 to $1250 2 weeks ago. Currently $650 is also the cheapest in region 91. That is a lake. Region 22 has a jungle for $999. Region 132 has a lake for $1,099. Region 5 has a occupied swamp for $1,100, and then finally Region 26 has an occupied epic tundra for $1,250. And just like with the magical legendary, there are no legendary occupied plots available for sale either. Okay, next is keeps. So keeps are going for $899 to $1,250 2 weeks ago. The cheapest now is $970 in region 72. Region 47 has a keep for $999. Next, regions 31 and 44 have keeps for $1,200 apiece. Region 140 has a keep for $1,249. And then finally, region 85 has two keeps available for $1,250 each. Castles. Same castle that's been up for quite a while. The one in Ravenwood in 133 is still selling or wants to sell for $9,500. Going now to the trade swap. So if you wanted to trade 1 DEC in game, how much of each resource would you get? So for grain, look at the movement here. 2 weeks ago, you would have got 90.5 grain for every DEC that you traded. Currently now, that is down to 84.5. So you're getting 6 less grain per DEC as you would 2 weeks ago. Iron moved slightly down from 3.4 to 3.3 iron per DEC. Stone went up slightly from 11.6 to 11.8 stone. And then wood dropped pretty significantly as well, going from 32.6 wood per DEC down to 28, just under 28.5 wood per DEC. And then finally, the land items that you can craft in game. So all of them went up over the last 2 weeks. So midnight potions were down to 1.1 cents each. Currently, they are 1.5 cents a piece. Fortune tickets moved from, this is actually 47.5 cents, it rounded up to 48, up to 50.5 cents, rounded that up to 51. Auction marks went from $1.95 to $2.05. And then finally, wagon kits moved up from $5.60 2 weeks ago. Currently, they are selling for $5.79. And that is it, guys. That is the Market Watch for today, for September 21st, 2025. Like I said, the big opportunity, I think, this week is if you are looking for magical plots and just plots that will give you a lot of choice for the plot. If you're looking to pick up grain plots all in the same region for a good price that are also magical, definitely check out Region 17. I don't think those are going to last very long at that price. So good alpha for you guys that watch this video series. Hopefully you can get the jump and get a good deal if you believe that is one. So until next time, oh, before I end the video, let me wish everyone good luck tomorrow. Monday morning is the Frontier raffle drawing, so 76 lucky winners tomorrow of some black foil or arcane cards. So make sure that you get as many of your Frontier battles in as you can to get as many entries for tomorrow's raffle. So good luck in tomorrow's raffle. Next Sunday, of course, will be the Card Market Watch, and probably have a couple videos in between now and then. So now I can say, stay the course, keep on frontiering, have fun, happy Sunday. Take care.